It's on mine.
You know what? Hey. Hey, do this. Just do that. You lose.
Rosie, Rosie.
Tonight, we welcome the Birmingham Stallions. Head coach Holtz, Brian Allen, and Alex McGee. We're going to open up with a statement from Coach Holtz.
God is so good. I will tell you, I am incredibly blessed to have the opportunity to coach this group of young men. I certainly want to congratulate New Orleans on a heck of a year. They've got a great football team. I love what they do defensively. We know how good Sage Surratt is. We watched him for a year last year. Would have loved to have him back. It just didn't work out. Dixon, Diggs, Fernandez. I mean, they've got some all-stars on that football team. And that was the number one defense in our league that we walked into. And we really challenged our offense. And it's the number one rushing passing offense. And we challenged our defense. And I thought the way those guys came in and played, I'm just really, really proud of them. Great team win. Certainly the attitude, the effort, the energy. I'm just really proud of the way that these guys have come together, the way that they've given up their individualism for the good of this football team. And they've been great teammates, and I'm just really proud of them, and I am truly blessed to have the opportunity. I don't think God makes mistakes, and He's got us all here for a reason. It may not be just to win a football game, but we are certainly on a quest right now. I'm proud of what we were able to do tonight, but we've got one more to go. We got a short week this week, and we know the challenges that are going to be in front of us this week. So as sweet as this one is and as great as it is, we're not done yet. We still have one more, and we just got to keep our focus with where it needs to be so we can find a way to hoist one more trophy.
Hey, Coach, how did you see the game? I think the big factor in the game was you holding them 2 for 10 in third down, and you, on the other hand, you guys went 7 for 9 on third down.
I thought, the opening drive of the game, I don't want to say it was worrisome because it seems like we've started a bunch of drives, a bunch of games that way where they seem to go down early, and it's like everybody's getting their feet screwed in, their cleats screwed into the grass, trying to spar a little bit, seeing what they're doing, and then we get a grip on it, buckle it down, and then I thought defensively we got a turnover early. Offensively, we weren't able to convert it into a touchdown, but only a field goal. But I think the key was obviously the defense was getting off the field and the offense was controlling the ball. I haven't looked at what those numbers are right now, but I know third down was huge to keep drives alive. But the other thing that I think made the game really lopsided early was offensively these guys were able to put the ball into the end zone instead of kicking field goals. I know the frustration that we all had when we had to kick we got a turnover and that you got to kick a field goal to start the game. I know somebody wasn't very happy with me when I didn't go for it on 4th and 1 and I kicked the field goal, but I felt like it was important to get points early in the game. We got the turnover. Let's at least get 3 out of it with where we are, and then after that, I thought offensively these guys really gelled and played well as a team. The offensive line, the running game was there. The passing game was there. Defensively, we stopped the run. We were great against the pass. The fourth quarter, they're a competitive, proud football team, and they came back and, they scored. They went for 3. They made it. They scored again. They went for it on the 4th and 12, play that they had the opportunity to execute. I just thought that they're a really good football team and they competed hard, but I thought for the first 3 quarters, this football team probably played as complete a game as we can play.
So this is a question for both Coach Holtz and Brian. Towards the end of the game, you had that span where 15 points were scored by New Orleans. It seemed like the defense was maybe kind of wavering. Brian, I heard you seemed upset at times. I guess kind of describe that period and how you guys kind of bounce back to bring an end to that scoring.
We just pride ourselves on finishing the game. I'm just a guy, because I've been, many places. I've been a part of some great blowouts. I've been a part of blowouts where the team comes back and beat us. And that situation right there, we've been talking about it all, all week. Like there's no mistakes. We don't have room for mistakes right now. I mean, it's a win or go home tournament, you know. So right there, I got upset with the guys a little bit because it kind of seemed like we took our foot off the gas, you know. And in this situation with a team that good, like they were putting up points in a span. Like they put up 15 points and it was still like 4 minutes or something left on the clock. So it's just something, like I said, we gotta stay dialed in on. But the thing is, I'm I'm happy with my guys. I'm happy to have a win. And like I said, obviously the job's not done yet. We still gotta improve. But like I said, tonight I'm gonna enjoy it, but we still got work to do.
Roger Gavin at the Roxy Media. Coach, you almost had the fans like a choir saying "Giddy up." You guys were having fun. You were doing anything. Coach, say something to the fans. To add to the celebration.
They were unbelievable tonight. We came out. They were on both sides. I don't know what those total numbers were tonight. I know maybe some threat of some thunderstorms probably even kept some people away as they were projecting thunderstorms. We got a little lucky pregame. I know how it kind of split and just went to either side of us. But the fans were unbelievable. I mean, they're loud. They're into it. I love the giddy up. I mean, I absolutely love it. I think I heard it 29 times today. I don't know how many first downs we made.
How many times did you say it?
28. I think I missed one. But, I love it. I thought the crowd was great. They were in it. And even, I mean, the way that they were cheering on the defense, you know, I think it is a very educated crowd when it comes to football because I think they cheer louder when the defense is out there, which is they're the ones that need it. Makes it harder on the offense. They're out on the field. But I thought they were great. I think it's a knowledgeable group. I think they are into it. I said that when you look at New Orleans from a statistical standpoint and how good they are, I said, you know what, they've got this, that, and the other, but they don't have the home crowd. And they showed up tonight, and I thought they were loud, and I thought they made a difference. And I think they kept us going. They were great.
Alex, we were just talking to Coach DiFilippo a minute ago, and he was saying how his story goes back with you in Jacksonville, and he found the number one part of your game that's evolved the most is just how conscientious you are with protecting the football. What has changed from your time in Jacksonville to now, where you just want to make sure that you want to limit turnovers to the best of your ability?
I've played more football. You know, I've gotten to see more things and experience more things. Obviously, the football is everyone's money bag. It's their bag of money, and I don't want anybody to take my money. I know Brian wants to take people's money. You know, it's just you have to. That's how you win the game. Coach always says, nobody's ever scored a touchdown without the football.
I did a lot of research. Nobody in the history of the game.
Has ever scored.
A lot of research. It took me hours. But nobody in the history of the game has ever scored a touchdown without the football.
And then if you head to Canton, obviously you were on the team last year, but now you're leading the show as a starting quarterback. How special would it be for you to lead this team to back-to-back titles as a starter?
I mean, last year I prepared like I was a starter. I didn't act like I was a backup. So that way, if I had to play, I was ready. So it's just the same week for me, short week, just watching film starting tomorrow, get the body recovered, and go from there.
This is for Alex and Coach. Coach, first of all, when you saw the shot that Alex took, the face mask, it comes out with the play, the bleeding. And can you just talk about his toughness and wanting to get back out there? And number two, did you have any concerns once you go up and you score 40 points? You say maybe I should just sit him down and save him for next week. Did that ever cross your mind?
Yeah, it did. But I mean, we had a whole quarter to play. You know, we have a whole quarter to play, and that's as an explosive football team, and there's way too much riding on the line for me to start taking a knee with 15 minutes to go in a football game. And so, yeah, I kept him in there. He and I have had a lot of conversations. I think I get mad at him more than I feel like he's going to get hurt. I know he knows how to take care of himself, but I don't want him to take those shots, and I am constantly trying to ask him to get down, to slide, only to pull the ball when it's green grass. But I'll be honest, what I say is irrelevant. You know what? I mean, well, I'm not saying that in a negative way. I'm saying when he wants the ball under his arm, we've got a little thing. He doesn't need to be Superman. He is talented enough. He has teammates. He needs to let those guys help him. The offensive line, the running game, but he wants the ball under his arm. He wants to be in control. He's an alpha male, and he plays the game, and he studies it hard, and he knows what he's doing. I think what he does on the field is brilliance. I mean, it is absolute artistic, you know what I mean, with what he's doing right now with his mind, the way he's seeing the field and everything. And, yes, I would like to keep him healthy. But I also know that guy that's painting this absolute, Rembrandt out there, he also is going to go down there and he's going to try and run over somebody. He's going to try and make a first down. He's going to try and pull it when he knows he shouldn't. And the first thing he does, he gets up and looks at me and goes, "I know, I'm stupid. I know," but he does it anyway. I mean, and I'll take it. What a pleasure for me to watch him play. Honestly, as a football coach, what a pleasure it is for me to watch him play, to see what's called, where his eyes should be. And I would be able to make a clinic film off this season by saying, here's the read, here's where it goes. If this guy does this and this guy does this, the ball will go there. And that's exactly where it goes. I mean, he's seeing the field. But when things break down, when protection breaks down, he can make things happen on his own, and that's where the artistic comes in, the artistic nature of him. I'm really proud of him. Yes, I would love for him to not take those shots. Yes, I don't like it. But I'll also, if that's what I've got, if I have to watch those to watch him play, then I'll watch him take a shot or two. But I'd like to see him avoid it. I'm proud of him, really proud of him. I'm speechless having the opportunity to coach a guy like that.
We all know how explosive New Orleans can be on offense, especially with McLeod and Sage and all those guys. What was it you guys saw on defense? Because you guys, like to me, you shut them down for like 3 quarters before they made a little push there again. Plus, you got 2 interceptions. I still got a picture of the pick 6 you had last year against Houston, and you had 2. So what was it you guys saw on defense, and what did you see?
I mean, when you play a team 3 times, I mean, pretty much it becomes second nature too. And we look at this week, we were watching film, and I think the best game to watch film off of was ourselves, because they play similar to how we play. So they run a lot of schematic things based on what they see. Like, we're a man pressure team. So we kind of, like most teams that we watched on film played a lot of zone. So, I mean, like, for them, their routes and stuff are based on what they see. So we like to play a lot of man. So I went back and watched, our first 2 games, looking at, like, what do they like out of certain formations, certain routes when certain guys are in certain positions. So, I mean, like, that very first pick, I knew that route was coming. So if they would have ran a fade ball, like, I probably was cooked because I was sitting on that route. But, like I said, man, it just come like I said, me being an older guy, I just try to lead by example. Watching film, like showing guys like this is how you prepare, and when you prepare the right way, good things will come your way. So that's just how I approach it.
Yeah, similar to his question. So in the aftermath of the puppy practice, Coach, you stated that his team didn't really have too much of a weakness.
Mm-hmm.
So for the defense, how did you guys prepare? I know you guys played this team now 3 times, but what was the preparation? Knowing that they kind of played the similar way y'all do.
Well, I think
Go ahead.
No, I was
just
no.
So I mean, like I said, just preparing it. Like, man, I think we just got a lot of guys on this team who are hungry. Like we really want it. And like I said, on the back end, pretty much on the defense, we returned almost 8, 9 starters from last year. So we kind of know how our defensive coordinator wants everything ran and the expectation he puts there. So we talk about it all the time. His biggest thing is for us, just go out there. He says it every week, have fun, have fun. So, like, with us, we just want to go out there and just fly around. And like I said, and do what we do. Like I said, sometimes it's not perfect. Like, those guys get paid too, but we just, when we're out there, man, we just want to fly around. We just want to be the most physical team. And like I said, give it to that guy right there. And when the defense is playing that way and the offense playing that way, I think that's the result you're going to get. I think we're real hard to beat when we gel everything like that together.
James, we're going to let you unmute and ask your question online.
Coach, congratulations on the win. Obviously a big win for the team and for Birmingham. And now, since the USFL returned, you guys are 20-3. Week in and week out, it's just the same result of pure dominance. And tonight, another example of that, over 550 total yards. Despite all the roster turnover that you've seen this season, with injuries and absences, people coming in and out of the lineup, how do you as a coach and your staff just keep the ball rolling no matter who's in the lineup?
I think it's there's a couple pieces to that puzzle that make that work. It starts, a guy like Zach Potter, who is our personnel guy, that he goes and finds them. The staff's involved in evaluating them, and we can bring them in here. But it's not just talent. And this is not, I said this a minute ago. The joy of watching this team is watching how they've come together. The joy of this team is watching how they bring other players in. The joy of this team has been watching them teach those guys our culture, how we do things. This guy on my left and Alex both have been a part of every one of those wins since we've been here. But I can't tell you the leadership of this team and the role that they play, it's inspirational. I think a lot of guys come in here and it's like we don't bring guys in here for us to become them. We bring them in here for them to become part of us. And I think we've got great character and great leadership in that locker room, and those guys have done an unbelievable job of putting their arms around some new players that have come in and made huge impacts for us so far just this season. And that's what makes this team so much fun, and that's why I truly believe that we're on a quest, we're on a journey. We certainly, we've got some things that we still have yet to accomplish. But the relationships that we have built through this journey through the USFL will be relationships that will last us all for a lifetime. And certainly our relationship with Birmingham is part of that. And I say that because the people in Birmingham, to support us the way they have, to be here, to do what we're doing, we're all a piece of the puzzle. But when everybody gives up their own individual accolades for what we can accomplish as a team, and you put all those puzzle pieces together, it's a really pretty picture right now.
Oscar, unmute and ask your question.
Hola, Oscar.
Hello, Coach. Congratulations. Maybe it's too early to ask this, but the next weekend we have a game between the number one offense versus the number one defense. In the regular season was a great game. And from to Alex, your celebration, throwing arrows have a special meaning. And finally, in the broadcast, you was asked Coach and Alex about your characterization, your cosplay. You are like Alfred and Bruce Wayne.
I'm Bruce Wayne for sure. Oh, yeah, well, obviously. I thought he was like Batman and Robin.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now it's yeah. Anyway, his first question was the arrow has no significance.
It's
Right
an
before,
arrow of love to the city of Birmingham for all their support.
right before the first game, that would work, yeah. Right before the first game, Israel Adesanya beat, I forget who he's fighting, and he did that, and I just did it, just without even thinking about it, and it just stuck because it looked kind of cool. So, no meaning there.
Well, and I will say this, Oscar, just, you know what, it's I've got a respect for this football team. Alex and I have just spent a lot of time together. For 2 years now, we've sat in every quarterback meeting, every offensive meeting, every team meeting. We've spent a lot of time together, and I think we're starting to get a pretty good understanding of what the other one's thinking before he opens his mouth. And I think it's a real testament to him and the way that he has really just taken coaching. I've always said that, coaching's like medicine. It doesn't always taste good, but it's good for you. And the way that he has accepted coaching and some criticism and some teaching, to me, has been really, I just think it's really strengthened this bond, and there's a mutual respect between the two of us.
Coach, if things go your way, the city of Birmingham will really
Thanks so much.
Thank you, Oscar. I'm sorry.
I said the city of Birmingham, if things go your way, the city of Birmingham will definitely look great.
Well, We would love to have a parade with the people in the city of Birmingham. Birmingham has been awesome. I mean, they have been so good to us and so supportive of us. The way they've come out here, they're loud. I love it. I mean, and I look back, as I said this a minute ago, we're all here for a purpose. I don't think, I said, God makes mistakes, and we're here for a purpose. And I remember when I first came into this league, I was told that we are weighing on whether we're going to put you in New Orleans or Birmingham because of all your years in Louisiana. And I said, well, I'm wherever you put me. You know what I mean? That's y'all's decision. I'm just, heck, to be honest, at the time I was excited to be employed. You know what? I was just glad I had a job. As long as I got one of them, I'm good. You know what? And they said, we're going to put you in Birmingham. It took about a month, but they said, we're going to put you in Birmingham. I was really fired up about it. Had the opportunity to go to a draft, and our first draft pick, found this guy walking the streets somewhere.
Yeah, I was outside the stadium.
Yeah, I found him walking the streets, and he was the first one we were able to put on the roster. So it's been a blessing, and then we went through the draft. But like I said, today, total team win. Special teams, I thought, played solid. I mean, I thought both special teams were good. Defense, I thought, played outstanding football for 3 quarters. I thought they were outstanding.
Coach, can you, I know you guys got to go, but Scooby Wright.
Yes.
Great
to have him back out there. Passion and energy is one of my biggest coaching points. I believe nothing great was ever accomplished without passion. You can't go play this game without energy. Nobody wants to go support a team that looks like they're going to the dentist to get their gum scraped. You know what I mean? People want to go out and they want to support people that are into it, that are passionate, that have energy about it.
I just don't know how you think of that stuff. I mean, I know you said that
But
before, but
everybody wants to. Energy, I believe, is contagious, and I believe Scooby has brought that. JoJo brings that. Brian Allen brings that, and it's contagious. And I think it's one of the things. These guys have fun when they play. They have fun when they practice. I mean, they may deny that, but, I mean, they do. They love it. And when they're going to miss the most are these times in the locker room and these times on the practice field and all these guys being together. But that is such a big part of what we try and do. And it's all with guys like this who bring it every day. And it was great to have Scooby back because I think his leadership is an important part of that front 7 in that box. Thank y'all. You know, you don't have to be so negative.
I'm just not negative. I'm just like worried.
Do you want this?